Are you ready for your first comedy in the lineup? Yeah! All the way from DC, give it up for very funny Eric Barbalace! Guys, one more time for Kevin real quick. Let him hear it! Incredible. It's been an honor serving as his physician all these years. But offering free exams in my car after the show. Come find me, please. That's cool, man. You guys doing good? You guys feeling good tonight? Awesome. Yeah. I've been, no? We got one no? Oh, sorry. On my mushrooms, I hallucinated that. No, I've been working on myself a bit recently. Any of you guys working on yourselves at all out there?
Hell yeah.
3 people? Let's go. The rest of you guys, toxic as fuck. I love that. Now, I've been working on myself. I've been working on trying to be a little bit more generous recently. Been trying to do like random acts of kindness, spread positivity where I can. I feel like the world needs it, but I'm not sure if you guys have stepped outside recently. It's a little too expensive to be generous in these streets, okay? I was in DC the other day. I was at a bougie bullshit artisanal ice cream store. 2 scoops of ice cream, swear to God, $16.80. And look, I'm going to take the high road here. I'm not going to name the name of a small business or anything, but it was Van Leeuwen. Fuck them. Pink communist fucks. But, you know, I live in DC. I can take a high sticker price, right? $16. It sucks, but I can take that. What I can't take is when the guy rings me up and flips his screen over and asks if I'm leaving a 15, 20, or 25% tip. It's like, brother, I put the 16 on a credit card for a reason. You know what I mean? I'm passing that debt down to my children. But I was like, you know what? I'm trying to be generous. I'll tip this guy $1. I'll feel good. He'll feel good. That's me spreading positivity, right? But I totally fucked up on the execution of my good deed. And instead of $1, I accidentally entered 10 cents. And I submitted it through with dollar confidence. And I don't know if you guys have ever tipped a human being a dime before. It is way more fucked up than not tipping at all. All right, I'd rather short that man half next time than tip a dime again. Tipping someone nothing at the register, that's totally acceptable. That's like, hey man, I don't have it on me today, all right? But I'll get you next time, I promise, okay? Tipping 10 cents, that is evil energy, okay? That's like, oh, you wanted a tip, motherfucker? Yeah, I think I have a gum wrapper in my car, you broke bitch. Here, why don't you take the smallest coin to make with the guy with polio on it? Tell you that's the best the FDR joke's ever done right now. Well, it's normally just for me, but you know, enough history buffs here, I suppose. That's cool, man. It's expensive. It's expensive just living everywhere right now, man. I've been feeling pretty broke recently. Anyone else feeling extra broke as well? Yeah. Yeah, we're at a BYOB comedy show, let's be honest here. We're not at Ruth's Chris, you know what I'm saying? But no, I've been feeling pretty broke. I feel like I've seen a lot of signs of people broke everywhere recently, right? Like people can't afford, people are driving the beat up cars for longer. Eggs are fucking $10 a dozen. I saw the worst economic sign of all recently. This really fucked me up. I saw 2 adult men riding the same electric scooter together recently. Dude, when you see 2 guys on the same scooter, sell all your Bitcoin immediately, okay? That is when the real crash is coming. What I love when I see 2 guys share a scooter, too, it's never the guys you'd expect to ride a scooter together, right? It's never like 2 small frame, 5'5" looking boys like me. That's my real height, don't laugh too hard. It's always like 2 angry masculine men. They're like pissed off the New York Jets just lost, you know? They're like, oh man, Aaron Rodgers is such a bitch, I'm so mad, I'm just gonna ride dick to ass with my friend the next 10 blocks away. Right? It's always the most misguided toxic masculinity you've ever seen. These are the same guys that are like, oh bro, I'm so straight, I'm the straightest man alive. I'm so straight you couldn't pay me any amount of money to do something gay. They're always in New Jersey. That's how straight I am. And it turns out the amount of money it takes for that guy to do a gay thing is just the cost of a second electric scooter. I say, hell yeah, bro, we just saved $9. Come here, let me hold on to your nipples. Or tenderly hold your hips the whole ride home from the bar to not get laid. Having said that, I live a couple blocks away. You want to split a scooter, please? $5, please. I can't afford life. That's cool, man. Did you guys have a good holiday season this year? Enjoy the holidays?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm gonna stop asking questions. It's getting depressing. No, I had a good Christmas this year with my family, but this was a very interesting Christmas because this is the first Christmas that my family has been, or that my grandma has started openly smoking weed at during the holidays. Does anyone have a grandparent or parent that's fucking chill all of a sudden? Anybody? Anybody? You wish? Yeah. You want to drug your grandma? Hell yeah. I've been dropping perks in her drink for years, that stupid bitch. Anybody have a grandparent or anybody? Parent? No? Yeah? Who's smoking in your family?
My wife.
A little bit different spin to the question I was asking. That's awesome. Is she here? The lady who's been cracking up at everything. 5 seconds too late, 5 seconds too long. Amazing. Ma'am, are you high right now?
No.
Yeah, okay. I have a hazy IPA. I'm driving home tonight. That's amazing. Is this your first time smoking recently, or have you been a lifelong smoker?
I take the fifth.
I'm
a teacher.
Oh, you're a teacher? You're like, I'm not saying anything. I work down the street at the elementary school. That's fucking awesome. I love that. No, I think it's cool, right? Like my grandma's smoking, right? You're smoking. Like, I think it's cool when somebody kind of takes it up later in life, right? I think it's great. But I feel like now that my grandma smokes weed, smoking weed is officially not cool at all anymore. Because, like, nothing makes me feel more lame than when I want to get high and my grandma's next to me, like, oh, I feel so loosey-goosey off a gummy. I'm like, people are in prison for this. Have some respect, please. I went through a big hurdle when I found out Grandma smoked, right? Because I was like, look, I know I love smoking weed. I know I love my grandma, but I don't know if I want to smoke weed with my grandma, right? I'd love to smoke weed with my fucking teacher, that's for sure. But Miss Stevenson from 3rd grade? She's a drug addict? This is the best night of your life. But you know, I was like, I feel like I shouldn't mix these two worlds, right? Because I thought about it and I was like, look, when I smoke weed, I know that I love laying on the couch, eating food, and like talking about crazy conspiracies, right? Like that's my ideal high evening. And I didn't know if grandma could handle an environment like that at first, but then I realized that like talking about crazy shit and eating a lot of food is in the job description of a grandma to a T. All right, I was high at my grandma's house and I was like, God, I wish I had some Doritos right now. I'm starving. She comes out the kitchen and she's like, Eric, look, I made you 2 trays of lasagna. Did you know Nancy Pelosi's eating children below the Capitol building? And I was like, bitch, that's exactly the type of initiative I'm talking about. You were gonna get ahead in this industry. I did call my grandmother a bitch. Thank you. That might have been another line for me, I'm not gonna lie to you. That's cool, that's cool. No segue to this one at all, but does anyone have an awkward sex talk from their parents growing up? Anybody ever have an awkward sex talk?
Many a sex talks, but not really awkward.
You had sex talks, but they weren't
Many
awkward?
of them, my mother was actually talking at me.
Oh, do you remember any quotes from the talking?
Just the pictures and the pointing and how it all works.
Was it porn? Like, what did she... She free-handed the uterus?
Just so that I understood how you got pregnant.
I would never recover from that trauma. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's incredible. All right, I'm not going to literally ask anybody else that question ever again. Poor Gam Gam's fucking free-handed uteri, and she's not even hot yet. No, I never had an awkward sex talk from my parents, but what they did was my grandma, not my grandma, thank God. Sorry, the jokes are all blended together. But my mom left an educational cartoon puberty book in my room for me to like discover and learn about and read about my body. Did anyone have anything pulled like that when they were a kid? Nobody? All right, this would have been helpful if she left it in my room when I was maybe like 11 years old, right? But she left it in my room when I was 15 years old. And dude, I was dropping a new virus on my family's computer once a week back then. You know? I'm watching bukkake porn. I think you know what armpit hair is, Smiler. In a sense, I hope no one else has to say. But she left it in my room, and I found it, and I brought it into my older brother's room, and we did what any responsible 15 and 17-year-old boys would have done in that case, and we drew giant penises in Sharpie on every single page of the book, and never told my mom about it. We didn't discriminate either. There were like cartoon birds with giant dicks, cartoon bees with giant dicks. There were even some old women with giant dicks. It was pretty progressive in retrospect. What we were doing. But we folded it up, put it in our bookshelf, and never told my mom about it. And then 2 years later, my mom comes screaming for me and my brother to come up to her room with the book open on her lap to a page with a cartoon turtle with the words "turtle dick" written above it. In my handwriting. Some of my best work. But I didn't realize she was so upset at the time because the book was unisex and she wanted to give the book to my younger sister for her to learn about her body. But my mom had like way too much pride to just swallow and buy a new book and spend $10, so she tried to fix the old book that we had, which all she did was try to white out the dicks on the page, which is hilarious because all it does is change these big black dicks into these big white dicks. And then she gave the book to my sister. My poor sister had to learn about her body by dodging around these giant dicks that went through a Michael Jackson sin transformation, you know what I mean? Like, and my sister only dated white guys after that. I feel like I'm partly to blame. Why do I say that line? I'll tell you guys one more, and then I'll get out of here. You guys probably can't tell because my skincare routine is a hotel bar soap, but I'm actually a gay man. Appreciate the silence. In DC, they shoot guns in the air when I say that. Any gays in the audience? All right, yikes. Literally one guy yawned, so that's perfect. I know I'm not in DC right now, but there's still like 40 people in here right now. No one else besides me is gay? Yeah, okay. I've seen the statistics, you know. I've also done the research. I've sucked the dicks personally. Ladies, some of your boyfriends are looking a little familiar. Not gonna point fingers, but Carl, good to see you again. You guys are incredible. Mary Barbalace, thank you so much. Woo!